So when we talk about spinal instability, we know that it's the ability of the spine to protect the neural elements as to prevent the neurological deficit, any kind of unphysiological displacement, pain, and progressive deformity. So when it comes to TB, because of the destruction, all this goes for a toss. We can imagine other cases to see whether there is any angulation or translational instability. But when you see an MRI or bone destruction like this, obviously we are not going to do any kind of dynamic imaging. Now, as far as the indications for surgery in spine are concerned, the neurological deficit has been talked about a lot. In spite of AKT, if you have progressive deficit or progressive deformity, we all will tend to operate. But spinal instability just as an indication is still not widely accepted, because basically, how do you differentiate instability pain from the inflammatory or infective pain that most of these patients have? So there are various articles about this. One of the landmark talks the last speaker spoke about, but clinically, we define instability as a sharp lancinating pain on transitional movements or on vertical loading. We call it instability catch. So this article talks about which are the different studies, a meta-analysis, which are considered mechanical instability in spine. And after all these various data or articles, reviews, the conclusion was these are the criteria by which you define the age, location, pain, other than neurological deficit, all these criteria, and obviously this instability score by Rajshekharan et al. So if you consider this, there will be various indications for fusion, and this can be considered as MIS. Now fusions could be posterolateral, it could be conventional anterior by posterior approaches, or it could be completely anterior. Now all of this can be done by MIS. Now in active phase on healed case, both cases can present with instability. In active case, it's because of the destruction, because of the perivertebral soft tissue, because of the neurological compression, etc. So all this can be addressed. So one can operate just on the basis of instability in a case like this, 2 level above below, stabilize. 3 months later, you can see it's being resolved. The indication was extreme lancinating pain. In spite of 2 weeks of AKT, the patient had an issue. Or another case, this patient also had a mild deficit. Now you may say that the deficit only 1 or 2 grades can be indication for conservative treatment. But the patient was moribund, opted for surgery. So one can do an MIS and just with a tube from the other side decompress, still keep in bed, but the pain is gone, there is no instability, and the patient did very well. So role of MIS stabilization obviously has the advantages of surgery in COX, and plus the advantages of minimal access surgery. That's preservation of soft tissue, less blood loss, immediate mobilization, etc., etc. So there are various different papers indicative of MIS with just posterolateral fusion or standard decompression with tube. Many of these papers started with a plan to remove the instrumentation, but none of them needed, and only one paper reported some kind of complications. So in active stage, without deficit or marginal deficit, if you feel you can stabilize to prevent a complication, it's a very good way to do the MIS and mobilize this patient. Now this patient was advised the second stage anterior, but started feeling better and never came up and did very well just with an MIS fixation. Now when to do interbody cage placement? Remember, if there is too much of bone loss, the end plates are gone. The bone is soft and you expect too much gap to be filled from posterior, you may not opt to. But if it is just an early case, you can still use the T-leaf cages, or you may use even an expandable cage or a little bigger mesh cage by expandable tube. Or you can go anterior. So this was just one case with angulation deformity where large cage was used. Now whenever there is end plate destruction, more extensive gap to be filled up, you will have to reconstruct the anterior column. Either you can think of thoracoscopy or low down O-leaf, D-leaf, or you can have large cases. Now one can do in single staging or multiple stages also. So this could be a combined approach, MIS fixation posteriorly as well as anterior reconstruction. Like in this case, the plan was to put a cage, but expandable huge cage had to be used. So anteriorly, you have to be ready to convert into a bigger procedure also, but just with a posterior fixation, the patient mobilizes very fast. Instability in heel case can occur because there is a failure of bony healing. Like in this case, in spite of AKT, the patient kept on coming back with back pain and radicular pain, and eventually a standard T-leaf was done with very good result. So percutaneous pedicle screw fixation and MIS is an excellent way of managing these cases. All the literature support is already existent. In this case, with Dr. Bhavuka's teams, they also do thoracoscopy anteriorly same time as posterior percutaneous. And there are various different OLIFs and DLIF articles also supporting this. So this was one good algorithm to follow. When do you approach with MIS fusions? In COX, craniovertebral anomaly, cervical, stick to conventional. In thoracic, above D6, stick to convention. Below D6, if pedicle size is may I just exceed 30 seconds? Yeah. So if the pedicle size is less than 4.5, you go for convention. More than 4.5, you go for MIS. Now in lumbar, lower thoracic, with MIS without more gap more than 2 segments, you can still opt for a posterior approach to anterior reconstruction. But if the gap is too much, do posterior fixation, then either do OLIF or DLIF. So there are drawbacks of port spine, multiple stab incisions, limited access, inadequate decompression, or steep learning curve and cost. But these are slowly being come over. This is how your left side MIS will look. This is how our conventional surgeries look in the past. The access is obvious. So TB remains a medical disease. Surgery is only to prevent complications or treat complications. But MIS fusions have huge advantage of the minimal access, minimal soft tissue, minimal blood loss, immediate recovery, complete stabilization, complete pain relief, and rapidly holding techniques are making this more and more available to us with the different options. Thank you so much.